SoundMeFreely.
Great Scott! You've returned with everything I asked for, so quickly. Are you sure you didn't use time travel? You know what, don't tell me. All that matters is that I now have everything I need to fix Clara's telescope, thus creating the perfect opportunity to see her again. What? Oh, yes, I should give you something for the parts. Here you go. I thought about taking the DeLorean back a little further to prevent the telescope from being broken in the first place, but let's not complicate the timeline any more than necessary. Sir Isaac H. Newton! How am I going to explain this to Clara? You'll be pleased to know that each of the components I require can be found in this time period. Just keep your eyes peeled, and you're sure to find them. According to my calculations, you are in dire need of my help. Hill Valley. We mustn't let anyone interfere with the space-time continuum here. Well, anyone but us. Ah! Of course! Don't worry! You can leave this one to me! Good heavens, what an intriguing artifact! A portable personal transportation device? Incredible! You must let me take a look at it. A remarkably simple device to operate, if you have the right scientific know-how. Did you see that? I should find out if they have any vacancies. Imagine what I could achieve with these resources. Dr. Emmett Brown, Ph.D., at your service. Einstein, come here, boy. Wait. Who are you? What have you done to my dog? Great Scott, indeed. Quick! We need to move the DeLorean as soon as possible. Great Scott! Where am I? When am I? Great Scott! It appears I'm being erased from existence. Great Scott! Would you look at the size of that thing? Great Scott! Homer! Just the man I need. Do you have some plutonium I can borrow? How adorable! This reminds me of the boxcar DeLorean I built during my early testing phases. I did it! Of course I did it! I'm Dr. Emmett Brown! If I could charge this with 1.21 gigawatts of electricity, then bam! Instantaneous upgrade possibilities. If I stay here too long, it could have terrible consequences for the space-time continuum. If we add a small amplification unit here, a little nuclear injector there, and magnificent! If we apply the basic principles of science, then this task will practically solve itself. If we can't repair this time period, then who knows how much it will affect the future. I may have invented time travel, but even I can't figure out this perplexing puzzle. In all my years of being a scientist, I've never seen anything quite like this. I need to get back to my own time before something terrible happens. Oh, would you look at this? It's unbelievable! Interdimensional travel is all very impressive, but it's not nearly as stylish as time travel. It's time to go back to the future. Unless this is the future, in which case, back to the past. Marty! Marty, my boy, it's good to have you with me. My fair lady, fear not! Dr. Emmett Brown will rescue you! Now this is science! Remember, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Start! Start! Start, you silly car! If people see this DeLorean in 1885, then, oh my, success! I knew it would work eventually. Thanks. Now I'll head off to the mines and watch out for Mad Dog Tannen. He has a bit of a reputation if my history of Hill Valley is correct. That was not my time. Well, that thing certainly puts a camp full of angry Libyans into perspective. We have to prevent them from altering our history. For Clara, for my kids. They found me. Our enemies. I don't know how they did it, but they found me. Don't worry. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, and hit. So watch out for that. This will take over a month to rebuild. If only there was some way to skip forward in time. Time circuit's on. Radiation levels are good. Let's get this bad boy to 80 miles per hour! To solve this little quandary, I'll need to think fourth-dimensionally. What is this strange device? It certainly isn't from any time period I've ever visited. Where I'm going, I don't need roads. Oh, it's me from the future! Don't tell me anything, unless it's lottery numbers. You can't keep a good scientist down! You look like one of my old inventions. Did I make you in the future and send you back to save me? You really should have listened to me when I said, if you're gonna build a time machine, do it with some style. Einstein? Einstein! Where is that dog? Einstein. Thanks, Sir Isaac H. Newton, you're all right. I hope this kind of protest doesn't continue. Otherwise, I'm going to have to travel back to 1985 every time I want to feed you. Thank you for finding him. I hope he didn't cause you too much trouble. Here, take this for your help. Listen, Einstein's very fond of digging, so if you find him in the middle of digging a hole, he won't be going anywhere until he finishes the job. Of course, you could always give him a hand, or should that be a paw? It appears Einstein isn't particularly fond of the dog food found in 2015. Every time I go to feed him lately, he runs off. Usually he comes back after a few minutes of me yelling myself hoarse, but this time he seems to be determined that I lose my voice entirely. Will you mind taking a look around for him? No luck? If he's not in somebody's garden, he might have dug his way deeper underground. Good timing! I promised Clara I'd fix a telescope, but of course the moment I go to my telescope parts drawer, empty. It appears telescope repair is a more popular trade of the 1880s than the history books give it credit for. I have a list of the components I need. Have a good look around and I'm sure you'll find them. Good luck!